Hello everybody and welcome to Attacking the Darkness, the online role-playing game where the DM creates powerful magical items at a discount. If you haven't seen the last episode for Attacking the Darkness, go check it out No, don't check it out right now.
Yeah, stop watching this.
Stop
and
watching
go watch
this.
our old videos.
No. Check it out after this. I've created a horrible thing, and it is glorious in all its wonder. And I cannot wait to abuse it even more.
Penelope wants nothing to do with it. Except for the little bit she had to do
Except
with
that she had to do with it already.
It's okay. It's more of a thing for later.
That's all right. I can't wait to see what you do with it. Anyway. Let's jump right into it. For recap-wise, last time on Attacking the Darkness, the group left the Mistshore docks on the trip towards the City of Dead for the Mausoleum of Grinda to acquire a magical item in which she had hid from the Xanthar's Guild. At the arrival at the mausoleum, at the arrival of City of the Dead, they meet an interesting character talking with the Gravekeeper, who Granite gave some wonderful advice of saying where there were some dead bodies.
Hmm.
We'll leave that up to the last one shot. In which y'all made your way, after uncovering where Grinda's family tomb or mausoleum was, y'all made your way to the mausoleum. After some inspection and looking around, you noticed that the mausoleum had already been raided and a lot of things disturbed. You found a very finely crafted key that looked well out of place, and noticed that the location in which the what you suspect was the rat from Grinda, who was trying to hide the magical item, the Stone of Galore, was taken. On your way out of the mausoleum, you were jumped by 4 thugs of Duragar nature, and they as they beat on y'all at the beginning of the opening, y'all swiftly made paste of them and reported it to the city watch for the City of the Dead. Making your way back out, y'all you exited towards the front of the graveyard, and after some discussion decided to go back and talk to Grinda to find out if she knows anything about this well-crafted key. So, party members, what would you like to do?
I want a sandwich.
Penelope begins complaining about being hungry.
I'm hungry.
Granted begins complaining about needing a nap.
Anybody else?
So did we go back to Grinda, or are we head there still?
We were in the process of making our way that direction.
Right, you're going to make your way that way. I stopped you right now. I'm dropping you off more or less, imagine, right at the gate of the City of the Dead to allow you to do anything in addition that you may want to. And one thing I will state right quick, in an effort to promote roleplay for the campaign, I will be starting to reward DM inspiration for those of you who really follow your character and roleplay between each other. If you want to do backstories, things like that, things like what Korth and Penelope had in the evening time, just general bring out your character. I'm starting this session. I will be rewarding D6 inspiration dice for roleplay. So
Did I get inspiration back pay?
no.
No.
Yeah, get out as well. Darn it.
Starting now.
I was gonna ask about that actually.
I said starting now to promote. So
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
keep that in mind for today's campaign. So, okay, party. You are fixing to walk out of the City of the Dead graveyard towards Grinda. Is there anything that you want to do before you start making your way towards Grinda's?
I don't think there's anything we need
I don't
done.
think so.
Oh, let me just make sure I notated the 2 sets of armor I got off of these dudes.
Yes. Okay. So if there's nothing that you're wanting to take care of, we'll go ahead and kind of jump cut towards Miss Shore. So
Have to do it like Wayne's World.
y'all begin to make your trek out towards Miss Shore again, and takes you an hour to walk across the city again, back down towards the dockside. Once you get to the dockside, you begin walking into the derelict sections, and you begin to see, people wandering around. In the distance, there's a little bit of a small gathering of people. And granted, you would know right off the top of your head, you notice that the man that was talking to the gravekeeper at that time now seems to have a large cart of bodies in which he's been having a horse pull around, and he's been tossing bodies into the cart. As you walk by, he looks over to you and goes, "Thank you!" in a very excited manner.
Oh, it's nice to see people
Granted.
clean up the streets.
Yeah, Granite's just gonna not realize that there was still that many bodies still laying around.
You think there'd be some sort of service that come by and cleans up corpses? Because we've been leaving a lot of them around lately.
As I described last
This
time,
guy was.
I was gonna say, as I described last time, Mist Shore is a bit of a rundown section of Waterdeep, and therefore it relies on people to take care of that. Only the City Watch is there only in name, more or less. So sorry.
He seemed a little overeager.
Maybe he eats them.
You see him you see the man now. He's just like grabbing an arm and just hucking it up onto a large stack of bodies, and it just boop, 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 falls limp, and he's like, "Oh," rubbing his hands together.
I'm just gonna let creepy guy do his thing.
Yeah,
I'm
same
gonna-
course.
I'm gonna nudge Granite, be like, "You think he needs a hand?"
You said, Penelope, you see the creepy guy stop, grab one of the hands from the bodies, and then start shaking it as he's waving it to you.
Just little pieces falling off of it.
He's just like, it's almost as if he heard you.
Grim waves back.
Man, that's cool.
Chris just kind of shudders and keeps moving.
Okay, so y'all continue to walk on towards Grinda's, and it's not a long walk from the location. It's right around through the narrow alley section. So you walk through the narrow alley, and you see the large crab tank sitting out on the edge of the dock, looking like it's getting ready to jump back into the water, maybe. And you see Grinda's outside looking over the entire machine very closely at all little scuffs and edges, and just looking for any damage.
I think this one's yours, Grim.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She likes me. Someone actually likes me.
I want to stay in the back.
Grim, with a spring in his step, walks on over to Grinda and greets her.
Oh, I can't remember how I did her voice. It's been 3 sessions, 6 weeks. She goes, "Oh, hello, Grim. I've been looking for damage. I haven't found any
This
yet.
is Doubtfire.
You'll have to forgive the change in character. I did not watch the episode.
Are you not a
previous.
professional? Jesus.
Yeah, it's almost as if I'm some sort of amateur.
Well,
I haven't found any damage yet. So,
well, that's wonderful news.
yes, it is. I am very pleased so far. And please that you're going to give me money if I find some. So what can I do for
Absolutely,
you?
we will. Well, we just got back from your mausoleum, and well, it was ransacked already.
I had a feeling my familiar had returned to me.
You're familiar.
And you see the rat goes, beak, 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 crawl up on her shoulder. Yes. I noticed that something had happened after I had sent all out. He came back. I had to
Well,
resummon him.
oh, I don't think that was us.
No, y'all had
We
just
didn't-
y'all had
I was
just
about to say, we
left.
didn't
I'm
kill a
not-
rat, did we?
I'm not no, y'all did not. I figured something else was going on. So what did you see?
Okay. Well, we got to the mausoleum, and the door was already open, and it was ransacked. Every single sarcophagus was looted. And we did find this, and I'll pull out the leather satchel, but there wasn't anything in it. And I think they may have found the stone before we got there.
You look at Grinda. She takes the satchel from your hand and she begins to look at it. She goes, "Yes, this is what I hid the Stone of Galore in." So they have it then.
Yes. You wouldn't happen to know of any Duragar that were interested in this? Because we came across about 4 or 5 of them as we left the mausoleum. They ambushed us.
Odds are they were probably the same group of thugs that were a part of the same group of thugs that were attacking my door when y'all first arrived. More than likely, this is the work of the Xanthar Guild.
Do you have any idea why they would need the stone? Or how they even got into your mausoleum?
Well, the mausoleum can be easily broken into. It's not hard. It's just a stone door. Somebody could just push it, you know. All it is a little metal latch holding it. It's a mausoleum.
Oh.
Typically, nobody breaks in to steal the dead. And then she kind of looks over her shoulders, except for maybe that guy.
Yeah, we might want to keep an eye on him. Or 6.
He's creepy. But, nonetheless, if you're telling me that it was already open when you're there, this reeks of the Xanthar Guild, and then they've probably are more or less beginning to, or people hired by the Xanthar Guild, possibly. He may have taken the Stone of Galore. He originally had it himself. It was entrusted to me to hide.
Who is he?
Xanthar,
Who is Xanthar?
your worst nightmare. He is a horrible beholder, one of the Underdark, one of the main players of the city who runs the dirty dealings of the city. Every now and then he holds tournaments in his keep for blood sport.
Hang on a minute. You're telling me there's a beholder in the city?
Yes.
Huh.
You may have encountered some of his shop previously, in which he keeps an eye out for various trinkets.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Son of a bitch.
Shop?
She looks over
what
at you,
shop?
Nephromax, and goes,
That was not in character. That was not in character.
I'm sorry. Did you say that he has a shop?
"Yes, his shop is there to see if it's a trinket shop. It's there for purposes of if things come into the city, various weird items, things that he likes. You know, do you know anything about Xanthar?"
He has a guild.
That he's a beholder.
2 things. We know 2 things.
This wouldn't happen to have been Zoblob's shop, would it?
Yes, that is the shop.
I've never been there.
His
Oh.
his beholder that he has, the stuffed beholder that hangs in the window of his shop.
Oh, we tried buying that.
He uses that as a magical sense to see through it with his own eyes. Rather.
Don't beholders have like a bunch of eyes?
His big eye.
Well, okay,
Don't anger the DM, DJ.
so what about mini beholders?
Oh, you just reminded me of something too. She looks at you and she goes, "You're referring to gazers?"
Sure. They're like little balloons that pop just as easily when you stab them with a spear. Yeah, we ran into one of those in the
Yes.
sewers.
You should be wary. And at this time, Penelope Crackers is like going batshit crazy, sending you a message.
Oh shit! I go into Cracker's view.
Crackers, with his passive perception, from which TJ and I calculated it out 2 weeks ago, Crackers is seeing a gazer that has been following you ever since.
Oh shit.
Ever since Grinda's.
Oh shit! I come back out and I'm like, hey, speaking of balloon things, there's one following us.
Let's do
Where?
this. I go outside to see if I can find it.
Where's the exact area?
The gazer is hovering maybe about 60 feet up in the
You're
air.
gonna say 6 feet right behind us.
No, not 6 foot. It's about 60 foot. It's kind of a little bit far back. It's been Crackers is communicating to you that it's noticed that it's been just floating and watching, never engaging.
Can I see it?
Make a perception check right quick
I try to indicate very subtly.
Can I do the same thing?
with advantage.
Because like I went outside to see if I can find it.
Yeah. Penelope kind of gives y'all an idea what direction it is, so roll a perception with advantage.
Okay. Oh heck yeah.
Perception with
If I
advantage.
need one, I'll die.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. That's
18.
advantage. Oh, there we go. 15.
18 to 50. Yeah, you both see the gazer in the air. It's about 60 feet up.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that bitch.
Jesus.
All right.
Fuck yes.
I don't even care. I'm just gonna. I see it. I'm just gonna
Fuck
shoot it.
yes.
All right.
I have
roll-
120 foot range.
Yep. Roll your attack.
Haha! Natural one.
Nice.
You kill a pedestrian.
I want to be standing behind Nephrax. away
It's too
from
late
the
now,
other-
bitch.
Push! Nevermind, you launch an eldritch blast up into the sky, and it goes flying upwards, and then it just arcs
Please tell me you hit a bird.
off to the left, and just keeps going.
Oh, thank fuck! I thought you were gonna hit my bird.
No.
Yeah, not that bird, but a bird. It would be hilarious if you hit a bird.
I would assume that Crackers
Not
would have come
Crackers.
back down, unless you want Crackers still in the air.
He would keep his distance from the thingy.
Yeah, so Cracker's not in any danger. No, I'm in this instance. The natural one just misses wildly, and then the gazer freaks and turns his attention towards you. And let's see, what can I do?
Eldritch blast. Blast him back.
Have us roll initiative. I'm so excited for this.
Okay,
It's just over there rolling dice.
it's gonna roll. It's gonna roll, and it's gonna attack you. It's gonna return attack, and then we're gonna go into initiative, depending upon, because this is probably gonna be pretty quick. So, let's see. All right, so I need a D4, number 2, and number 1. All right, I need you to make a. I need
Don't
you to
say
make 2
dexterity.
wisdom saving throws.
Okay. I was like, don't say dexterity.
I
Why
was
not,
looking-
Matt?
I was looking. There's one for dexterity too. I just didn't roll it.
That's a non-natural 20
Okay.
and a 9.
Okay. So the first ray, it's a horribly light pink ray comes shooting down at you, It misses, but the second one of a black ray hits you,
Oh shit.
and you are now frightened
Oh, okay.
of the gazer. So you must move away from the target. Or, well, no, you have a disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls for the creature, and you can no longer move willingly closer to it.
Go and move parallel and away.
Yeah, so roll. Now everybody roll initiative.
Ooh, that's not bad.
All right.
Liberty goes out there.
am I
Fuck that
missing?
thing. Oh.
All right, so I need 25, 20.
Nope.
20, 15.
Nope.
18.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we
God,
go.
Curtis.
All right,
What?
15, 10.
10.
Wow. Really?
Jesus Christ.
10, 5.
8.
6.
Fourth.
I'm going to play next
4.
week. Oh,
Hey, that's what I rolled.
It's a good thing all our range.
I rolled a
characters
2.
rolled really low.
Initiative.
When did perception I rolled a 2 and like a 15 or whatever, and then I rolled a 2 again just now for the perception. It's great.
Doing
Love
well.
it.
Yeah, metal dice are awesome. You think they're gonna be so like accurate and well weighted? Nope, you will roll low all the time.
Are you
But-
kidding me? I rolled great
so
with
cool.
mine all the time.
That's why I just use my.
Oh my God.
platforms.
I paid
And I just
$50.
Dude, I just tested it for fun. I got a natural 20.
Yeah, see, that's what
Well,
happened.
there went your one natural 20 for the day.
Wasted
Yep,
it.
for natural
That's
20
all-
for the rest of the year.
That's okay. I rolled terrible on my initiative. The gazer is last. So, granted,
Wow, okay.
Granted, stares at it
Oh.
intensely.
it's 60 foot in the air. If you want to huck a
And I
rock
will-
at it, I will let you huck a rock.
no, I've got ranged weapons. I shouldn't.
Ooh.
I'm going to throw a javelin at it.
Okay. Roll an attack. At 60 foot, javelin is disadvantage, isn't it?
Because at disadvantage, yeah.
According to this, it isn't. Oh, yeah. Well, maybe it is. Hang on.
It should.
Yeah,
you
the
should
one
be
in
at first
parentheses
number
is
Yeah, yeah.
slash second number.
Yeah.
I think it's a 20 and 60 for
Um,
javelin.
Well, I'm going to throw the bastard anyway.
Throw it with disadvantage. It's all right. You'll probably hit, knowing you.
Let's see. That first one was a 17. The
carry
second
all this.
one is 15.
15 still hits. Roll damage. We're gonna
So
have an
it's a
Abigail.
D6 plus 3. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
9 points of damage.
Okay. You huck your javelin and it pierces through its mouth, and it's looking real bad. So that is that's your action. Anything you want to do for a bonus action or movement?
No.
Okay. Penelope.
I guess I'm gonna firebolt it.
Firebolt it. Roll your attack.
That's 15. 15 will hit, yeah.
15 hits, yeah.
All right,
Roll
cool.
damage.
That's 1 damage.
You
God.
It just hits. It just move.
it like pins the side of the gazers. Little
It has no
balloon
more
head.
eyebrows.
It's like it's still got a javelin hanging out of its mouth. It's wobbling around.
Can I have Crackers get over to it and do a help action to give someone advantage on their next attack? Have it fly away.
You okay? Now you said Crackers was a good distance away. How much movement does Crackers
I
have?
think he has 60. Let me double check. I'll change some stuff on here. Yeah, he has 60 feet of movement.
Okay, I'll allow it.
He's gonna fly over there and do the help action to give someone advantage, and then hopefully get away from it.
Okay, Grim.
All right, guys. Should I go with the skull dice or the metal dice?
Just
Yes.
pick one.
Skull dice.
Whatever will hit
Skull
crackers.
dice. Okay.
Don't hit crackers.
Yeah.
Crackers
Crackers.
can't handle that.
It could be either one of them.
The skull is cracker skull.
So I'm gonna throw a dart at the beholder.
Natural one. Natural one.
Don't you
Natural one.
Oh my god.
It's not a natural one. But that advantage just cancels out to normal attack, right?
If you were ranged, if it's 60 or
20,
your dart
60.
is, yeah, okay, yeah. So it was a disadvantage. So it was a straight roll.
So that was a 2 for a total of 8.
Wow.
8 misses. I was so close to being happy. 8 misses. Right. I guess
Yeah.
that's all you want to do.
That's all I can do. I can't, unless you will allow me to do a bonus action with the dart.
Nah, because that's that's a full action to throw. Nephrax. You
Toll the
frightened.
dead.
Toll the dead. All right.
Smart.
That is a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Yes.
I remember
16.
stuff. I remember stuff. Oh. So close. If only I hadn't given you that +2 proficiency. I failed.
All right. He takes. He's already been damaged once, so he
Yeah.
takes
A D12.
1d12 damage.
You're gonna roll a 1.
It's my luck.
Rollouts are great.
I would just laugh.
9.
Okay, he's dead. You see him just start to swell real big, and then
Pop, 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 pop. Yeah!
guts begin to kind of rain down over the area. Not on y'all, because he was 60 feet away.
And a javelin.
And a javelin.
And a
goes,
javelin.
Shoo! Ding, 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 ding.
I'm glad that didn't land on anybody.
Yeah, I was like surprised I didn't impale someone on the way down. Yes, please roll for it. Roll for it. Yes.
Hit the creepy guy carrying the bodies.
He's got plot armor.
It stabs the creepy guy in his arm as it's falling. You see him as he's guiding his horse around and it comes down. I rolled a 15 on it, so I'm like, sure, it's going to hit. It stabs him in the arm. He goes, ah! And his like arm is now messed up. And he's got a javelin sticking out of it, and he's just like walking along, and he's like trying to grab it, and he's leaving the area with your javelin now.
Probably don't want
I
to.
don't need
Probably don't want to take responsibility for that.
I didn't hit him with it.
All right.
Yeah, that's true. I did, technically.
So, Grinda, during this whole mess with the gazer, she had run inside to hide, and then she cracks the door open and says, "Is it done?"
Yep.
Okay.
He's gone.
You're safe, Grinda.
She comes back out and says, "Xanthar is watching you. You should be careful."
Speaking of being careful,
It's not
do you know what
anymore,
this key goes to?
She grabs the key and looks at it, and she goes, "I do not know, but it is a finely crafted key, and there is a sigil on this key. Somebody in this, in the smiths section of the city, where all the tradesmen are, maybe perhaps a locksmith or maybe a fine smith, might be able to answer your question on that."
And Penelope goes, "Oh, that's right. That's what we were going to do with this key. Thank you for reminding me."
She hands it back. "Is there anything else I can help with?"
Do you have any potions?
No.
Okay.
Do you have any advice against Xanathar to keep him from coming after us, or at least surviving a little bit longer?
He will be vigilant with his men. Be careful.
Do you know where he is? So we can speed all that up?
I know exactly where the beholders lair is.
Where is that?
It is under the
Sup,
city.
love?
That's,
It is
you know specifically where?
through the sewer system. You are able to find a. Hold on, let me think about this for a second. Going through the sewer system, there is a outpost that is underneath, at which there is a portal with a portal that will open with a magical rock that you place into the pedestal. Once you open the
As
pedestal,
soon as she
it will
says that,
transport
Granite
you.
looks at Nephromax.
That
Nephromax
Makes eye
keeps-
contact.
When you
The
say
same
portal, do
stoic
you
face.
mean interdimensional portal or do you mean a door?
A portal meaning a magical door that will lead you to another spot in the city.
Do you have any sort of affiliation with Xanathar?
Yes.
Positive
I
or
am one of-
negative?
I am one of his trusted keepers. I have assisted the Beholder for many years now. But here recently, I have grown weary of him. Which is why I tried to hide the stone from him.
The men that we found you with earlier, were they from him?
Those men were part of Xanthar's. Well, not all of them. The ones at the door. The other ruffians were just hired men. You probably could have bought them off instead of killing them all. But
Loose ends.
neither here nor there.
Can I ask you one more question?
I wasn't even finished, but sure, go ahead.
Well, I mean, by all means, finish first. I'll save it.
No, you have a question you want to ask now. It must be important.
Yeah. Do you recognize this fellow? And Grim reaches into his shell and pulls out the Mind Flayer mask.
Yes, I do. That is... Daniel will have to pull his notes from the first...
I thought the guy's name was Daniel.
Hell is that?
That is Daniel.
And Grim
Dun,
puts
dun,
on the
dun.
mask to help flesh it out a little bit more.
I think this
Kind of
is the
like
first time
wiggles his head to
Penelope's
make the
seen
tentacles
this.
dangle.
I think this is the first
Yeah,
time
same with
Penelope's
Chorus.
seen
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Was
this
it
is
some
the
kind of
first time
squid?
Penelope... Hold on one second.
Penelope looks horrified.
One of our weird trophies.
Korth is very
Okay,
concerned.
that she looks
Very
at you and
curious,
goes,
or at least.
she goes, that is Nihilor, one of Xanthar's trusted affiliates. Be mindful. He does not employ just one Mind Flayer, but many. If you have killed that one, you were extremely lucky.
Well, excellent. So we can expect more of these fellas. Do they happen to come in different colors?
Oh,
No. What's wrong with you?
A lot, apparently.
Have you never heard of the Mind Flayer species before?
Have I?
Roll a history check.
Can I also roll on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
While we're talking, I want to see if there's any other
Ooh, that's not great.
mini beholders around that's following us or watching us.
11.
In your travels, you've heard of them, but not in major detail.
Ooh, I
You
got-
know that they're a species that typically lives underground, are very telepathic, and from your encounter, very magical beings. And what did you say you were doing, Korth?
I wanted to see if there are any other mini beholders around.
Roll a
They're following
perception
us.
check. And how'd you do, Penelope?
I rolled a 14.
You roll a 14. You pretty much know
13.
what Grim knows.
Yeah.
You rolled a 13?
Yeah.
Fourth? Okay. You don't seem to see anything following you anymore.
Don't forget, Crackers is on patrol.
Okay.
Cracker, yeah, you have Crackers
Oh, right. Okay.
also flying in the skies now, maintaining watch. There doesn't seem to be anything that seems to be following you at the moment.
Should we head to Sublab then? Finish this now. You can
Well,
see like
first,
Rose has like a small grin.
let's let Grinda finish her story to us.
You had more.
What was I talking about?
I don't remember.
Neither do I.
The turtle man interrupted you
Xanathar,
rudely.
the Mind
must be
Flayer. You
done.
were his trusted associate. You don't trust him anymore. You were hiding the stone from him.
Right. And then more than likely, people of his employ have managed to make haste and steal the stone. My suggestion to you is to take that key to one of the tradesmiths. Find who made it and where it belongs. Because that key did not belong in my mausoleum. And if it's not yours, and it's not mine, easy deductioning tells me that... And she looks at Penelope.
It's the bad guys.
Hey.
They have a piece of candy?
Yes. And she gives you like a little green ball that's in some sort of waxed paper. She hands it to you.
She opens it up, puts it in her mouth.
It tastes really sour.
She just goes to town on it.
There you go.
If I die,
Grim looks at it and just like has this like shocked like, I want what?
don't interrupt the lady next time.
Nevertheless, that is my suggestion to
Grim
you.
looks sad.
I will have to refortify my magical defenses for Xanthar. I'm sure he will come for me now. Send more people.
Well, if you feel your place isn't safe, feel free to reside in Troll Skull Manor on us for as long as you need to.
We don't have extra rooms. We live there. It's
She
a
can take
house.
mine.
It's not an inn. I mean, it was an inn.
Nevertheless, I'll refortify my house. Is there anything else that you need?
Nope, I think we're good.
Okay. Then go.
We thank you kindly for your information.
Recover the stone. Stop him.
Kill the eyeball. Got it.
It's a lot harder than you think.
Trial by stone.
I don't know. That Mind Flayer was pretty easy.
Yeah, only a hair's breadth away from the entire party being wiped out. Sure.
We don't know that.
The only guy who knows how bad it was is dead.
That's true. By different means. All right, so I guess off to the smithing district for a tradesmith.
And while Rocking is like, of course, kind of like chuckles, like, a beholder was one to fight one of those.
Well, you may get your wish yet.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, those little guys don't hold a candle.
I'd rather fight that creepy guy in the sewers.
Wait, what creepy guy? Do you want to fight the corpse guy, but in
Yeah.
the sewers?
Yeah.
What? How do you plan to get him down to the sewers?
I don't know. He just seems like a guy that would have a secret base in the sewers full of undead army. Tune into last week's
And you
episode.
say I'm weird?
I read a lot of books. Leave me alone.
Well, maybe you'll have to tell me some of those stories sometimes. I like the way your imagination works.
Sure. Now, where's these smiths at?
All right. Y'all begin to make your way towards the tradesmith district. Roll an investigation check. Whoever wants to head the way, lead the charge.
It's not me.
What'd you roll?
23.
Plus something.
Granite rolls 23. All right. Granite, being the strong, silent type, goes, I know where it's at. And y'all begin to make your way into this tradesmiths. Actually, in this area, it's let's see. Yeah, you take it to the Metal House of Wonders. You happen to, as talking around, somebody points you in there. It's docks. It's in the dock ward. It's super close by. So you take the key over to there, and inside the building, when you walk in, there's an old dwarf there. He's sitting at a bar, and he looks at y'all come in. He goes, "Well, now come on in. What can I do for you?"
Said the name of the place was what?
This is the Metal House of Wonders,
Metal House.
the Guild Hall of the Splendid Order of Armorers, Locksmiths, and Finesmiths.
Ooh.
Metal House of Wonders.
Are you looking for an apprentice?
Well, maybe.
I
We
can
have. This is the Order of Armorers, Locksmiths, and Finesmiths. You could find a master here willing to take you on if your skills are up to snuff. Who are you?
I'm Penelope.
Hello, Penelope.
Who are you?
I am Obart.
That's a great name.
Thank you. I made it up myself.
Good job. Not many
Wait,
people in this day and
you-
age name themselves.
My name when I
You
was
named
a
yourself?
youth. Yes. I did not like the name that my mother and father gave me as a child.
Was it Bert?
No. So I came
Hey,
up with
hearing
my
him
own
say,
name.
hearing him say that, Granite turns his attention to him real quick
Okay.
and just eyes him.
Can I help you, tall one?
No,
Staring at me like that? I can
Just
stare
got my
too.
attention.
Now,
he just stares back.
what can old Obart do for you?
We found a key and we're trying to find out who made it and where it goes to.
Wonderful choice coming to me.
You seem like such a knowledgeable guy.
Secret is I am. And he takes the key from your hand and he begins to look at it. I'm gonna make him roll for this. He's a beast. Yes, I recognize this sigil. This sigil is part of our locksmiths. This particular key and handiwork was made by a dwarf named Alaspra Ulmar.
Do you know where we can find them?
Alaspra is in. He's looking at it again. Where is she? She should
I'm sorry,
be
what was her
in
name?
Alaspra, Elaspra. Ulmar, Ulmarr.
Thank you.
No, it's close.
Almost got that, yeah. Just that last R.
And he's looking at the key and he goes, the trades district near the merchants. She sells wonderful locks. The craftsmanship is quite wonderful. Very hard to defeat, her locks. Why, that's why she's part of the order. And he hands the key back to you, Penelope.
Great. Thanks for your help.
Might I ask where you came about the key?
We found it on the ground.
Strange.
It was a really nice key, so we're going to make sure it gets back to the person who had it.
Ah.
It seems very important.
She would be able to probably she would probably be able to find her customer in which the key belonged to. I will tell you a secret about her key. Each sigil on the key is slightly different. So that way, she has a record of all the names in which she holds her keys for her people.
That'll be helpful and
Yes.
expedient.
So, is there anything else I could do for you?
Not for me.
We are an order of armorers. We do have various armors.
I don't wear armor.
Good.
I mean, I can.
Would you be able to make armor for Michelle?
Certainly.
Who's Michelle?
Yeah.
The old dwarf starts snickering on the desk. I like you.
Thanks.
I can make any type of armor.
I would be very curious to see about getting some armor fitted to me.
Okay. Do you have the time now?
I think time is of our essence right now.
Nah, we got
I'll have to come back.
No. How long could it take?
Quite a while. I have to take measurements.
Well,
It's a lengthy process.
it's the show.
This should wait.
Jesus.
Here's your Granite grumbling in the background.
Granted,
Okay, I guess we don't.
Uh,
have
well,
time.
He's just waiting patiently.
Tell you what, I'll come back as soon as I can. Should I ask for you, Sir Olbart, or should I be directed
Olbart.
to anyone else?
Obart.
Obart. Obart. Obart.
Obart.
Spell it right.
Olbart.
O-B-A-R-T. Obart.
That's what I said, wasn't it?
You said old.
Obart. You threw an L in there.
Oh, Obart.
Obart.
Oh, Bart.
I chose
Obart.
my name for myself.
It's a great name.
So, what does it mean?
You know what? Hold on one second. Pardon me.
Making him come up with stuff on the fly.
No. Give me 1 second. Shit. Okay, never mind. I was rolling in it. Oh, you know what? Granted, I want you to roll against me.
What am I rolling?
I need you to roll a d20 and add your wisdom.
Okay. 16.
16. Okay, yeah. Okay, never mind. Obart. It means a damned water. And dwarvish.
Peculiar choice.
For me, it's a strong name.
For a strong guy.
Exactly.
Well, I guess that makes sense. I mean, a strong name befitting a strong man. Dwarf.
Wait, is he a dwarf?
Yes, he is a dwarf.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's probably about as tall as you, if not taller.
He's just sitting on a chair on a bar right
Almost 5 foot.
How tall is he? Quick.
4'3".
Oh yeah, I'm taller.
Oh, she is taller.
He has very long bearded mustache. If you want me to go in full detail,
Do it.
all right. He has
Oh,
a very
God, I love him
long
already.
bearded mustache and a very gray but auburn color beard that's braided as well. With inside the beard, there's inlays of gold and silver from his trade, from armorsmiths. He has green eyes, and he's very stocky, and he's wearing pretty much just general clothing right now, like a standard shirt and standard pants. He's not wearing any smithing clothes at the moment because he's running his desk.
Grim strokes his own mutton chops and just kind of admires the beard.
Very red. Very red.
From looking at his clothing and his stance, can we tell if he's a chonker or if he's ripped?
Rolling in roll. I'll tell you what. Roll a perception check.
Perception. Okay. 15.
15. Dude's ripped. This guy is ripped beyond belief. You
Hot dwarf.
You suspect that swinging a massive hammer all day over an anvil and striking it in heat He's probably one badass mofo.
Just to
Okay,
be
so
right
he's
on.
probably a blacksmith and not like a jewelry maker kind of person.
Right. He's an armor smith. Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, well, safe travels.
Adios, muchacho.
Muchacho?
It's halfling. Sorry.
Oh. Halfling is such a weird language.
I know.
Farewell, friend. I'll see you soon.
See you soon. All safe travels. And I'm assuming you're all leaving now?
Yep.
Yes.
I wish I wouldn't have rolled shit on my insight check. That would have been more fun. Okay, so y'all had now know the name of the craftsman for the key. So what do y'all want to do?
I vote
We
head
shall
there.
go to the trades district.
Right near the merchants district, you head towards the trades district, and it shouldn't take you long to find. Who's going to lead the charge in finding the shop for Alaspra?
I'll do it. Uh, 18.
18. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take you long. You come across a very ornate sign outside of a building where it's a giant lock, or at least the sign looks like a giant lock. Made in wood with metal inlays. Looks very, very ornate. There's a giant key. And then over the doorway, it is written Ulmar Locks, but it's in Dwarvish. So if you don't know Dwarvish, you can't read it.
I used to have a character that know Dwarvish.
Most everybody just points you towards, if when asking around, points you towards that door. So, what would you like to do?
Go inside, I guess.
Knock.
I mean, it's a shop.
It's a
It's a
shop.
shop, not a house.
Grim knocks and nobody just opens the door.
Yeah.
Weird turtle man.
You walk in and you see
Trying to be polite.
you see a female dwarf pacing behind a countertop, working, rummaging, various.
Does she look nervous?
No, just going about her daily business. She turns and looks at y'all and says, "Hell, well met. What can I do for you?"
Good day, Master Smith Ulmar. We have some questions for you.
Questions. She eyes you suspiciously.
Yeah, we found a key that we were told you created, and we're also told you could help us find the rightful owner.
Maybe. Who told you this?
Master Obart from the Order of Locksmiths and Finesmiths.
Damn old fool. She mutters it under her breath. I don't know what that old man has been telling you. But no. I cannot help you in that regard. My customers are private.
Well, I mean, Obart only told us that you are the finest locksmith around, that you make the strongest and the best locks that money could even consider buying.
Well, my equipment is the best, but I like to keep my clients secret. I do not reveal who they are, especially not to some group of vagabonds, rather. Sorry.
Grim pulls out his bagpipes.
bag of burps. Coming into my shop asking questions about things.
Well, that's very admirable, and I'm happy to see that from a proprietor such as yourself. I mean, being in the lock business, you certainly wouldn't want to go around telling anyone, oh yeah, that key goes to this lock. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
Right. So you understand. So then you now have no more business here. So, goodbye.
How much would it cost for you to tell us?
I can't be bought.
I'm not asking to buy you. I'm asking to buy the information.
It's one and the same.
Tomato, tomato.
Is she willing to do I feel as though she's holding back information other than not being willing to sell us the information we were asking for? Like, is she holding more back than that?
Roll an insight.
Did she have any plush beholder?
Does she have any what?
I'm sorry, what did Court say?
A plush beholder.
Did she have like a plush
Plush
beholder around?
beholder. Roll
Oh.
a perception check. So insight
All
from
right.
Nephmerax, perception from Chorus.
And I'd actually like
11.
to just take a look around the shop and see if I can notice perhaps maybe where she would keep the book of symbols for the key.
Okay, you can roll a perception or an investigation check as well, but you're gonna probably have to do that at disadvantage because she's behind. Because you're assuming that the book is probably behind her counter.
Yeah, I just mean like, does
Oh,
it
you
look
just
like
want-
there would be any specific cabinet or like drawer or something like that that it could be in?
All right, I tell you what. Roll instead of an investigation check, just roll a general intelligence check. Okay, Nephrax, what did you roll?
8.
Hard to read. Gorith,
11.
you don't quite see anything that would be suspicious, as if something is in the shop being used for monitoring. You don't see anything big or anything like that, or magical. Grim?
I rolled a 9.
Good lord.
There's a lot of cabinets.
There are a lot of cabinets.
It'd be hard. It could be
Well-
any one of them.
Who had the key? Penelope did?
Penelope has the key.
Or did I?
Grim, let me
Okay.
ask you this.
Uh-huh.
This is a long time ago.
Hmm.
Back when you were approached by the Harpers, and they awarded you with a pin for the Harpers because of your joining.
Uh-huh.
As Granite has taken to the Grey Hand, and he makes it well known that he's part of the Grey Hand. Did you do anything like that for the Harpers? Would Grim have done anything like that for the Harpers?
I don't recall getting a pin, but if I have one that's supposed to signify that I am part of the Harpers, I would wear that on my person, probably where my robe attaches over my shoulder.
Okay.
Probably like as a clasp kind of thing, like to make it look like a clasp, but I would wear that.
I think you were given one. The reason why I'm following up is because I cannot remember, honestly, myself. It was such a
Yeah, it
long
has been a
time
while.
ago.
Yeah, all I have is that I gained 1 renown and am officially a member.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, yeah, you did give me a silver pin of a heart with a crescent moon. And yeah, so I would wear that.
Good. My memory is still awesome. All right. She looks at you and
My notes were awesome.
She looks at you and she sees that pin and she goes, "Are you a Harper?"
I am indeed. And Grim kind of like straightens up and, does that whole like kind of side squint at her like, sure.
How are you trying to play it off? Are you trying to play it off as a positive thing or a negative thing?
I would probably play this off as a positive thing.
Okay. She looks at you, narrows her eyes, I respect the Harpers. But I don't know if I can give you the information.
What if we promise it won't get back to you?
I need you to roll a persuasion check
Ooh, I think I'm good at these two.
with advantage
Ooh.
because of the Harper pin
Ooh.
on Grim.
Thank God it's not me asking that.
That's a non-natural.
My
20.
charisma's still -1.
20.
Maybe you need to talk to Stan.
So she looks and she narrows her eyes again. She goes, "Did not get this from me." And she goes to her book and she goes, "Give me the key."
I handed the key.
Takes the key. She goes down and under a cabinet that's underneath her her countertop, she takes a key, unlocks the cabinet, opens it, and grabs a book, sets the book down on the counter, and then she flips it open, and then she begins to flip through pages, looking for that sigil in particular. Flip. Stop at a page, and then she begins to run her fingers down. She goes, "Okay. This key belongs to this lock here, and it belongs to she goes, it belongs to a man who goes by the name Volkar Kibbins. I installed this lock in his place of residence. There is an old windmill in the southern ward. Is where his location is.
He lives in the windmill.
Yes.
This is the front door.
This will get you into his apartment. I believe it is upstairs.
You know, who is he? What does he look like? Is he a dwarf?
Let's see. For the time being, he is just a regular human. I don't have that information in front of me from there, so I'm just not going to make it up on the fly here. But she goes, he does stay
The name
with
one
an-
more time.
Volkar.
Volkar Kibbins.
Volkarr. Kibbins. Kibbens.
Always miss that second.
Hey, spelled it right.
Kibbles.
And she goes, there's also another man named there who goes by the name of Erlaster Gon.
Erlaster.
They share an apartment there.
And what was the last name?
Gon. Ghann. Yeah, they're human. They're Illuskin.
You wouldn't happen to Illuskin.
Yes. Everybody's favorite word, Illuskin.
You wouldn't happen to know anything more intimate about them, would you? Any affiliations, perhaps?
Bam! She slams the book closed.
Penelope squints her eyes at her.
Puts it down. Do you want to roll an insight check?
Yeah.
Roll an insight check.
I don't know. Wasn't that one?
I would actually like to do that as well, seeing as I asked her the question.
Okay, go ahead.
You think Roth would too, actually.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
23.
Oh, nice.
Okay, you get a
16.
good read on her. 16. You also get a good read on her from standing a ways away. You weren't really engaged in the conversation, but I'm going to go loud anyway because I rolled like shit. Very truthful. Doesn't seem to have any more knowledge of who these people are, what these people are. She's just a locksmith who installed the lock for him.
All right.
Okay.
So with that, Grim is going to say, well, Master Ulmar, I greatly appreciate your assistance to me and to the Harpers. If there is anything we can ever do for you, please don't hesitate to let us know. But in the meantime, thank you for telling us about the magnificent locks that you sell here. And he'll wink at her.
Yes, I sell all sorts of wonderful locks.
And
It was a little bit better than it sounded.
Grim is going to smile and place his hand on the counter and then pat it a few times and then just nod and walk out the door. And where his hand was is going to be 10 pieces of gold.
Okay.
Jesus.
You guys are so friendly with your gold.
Gold slides into her pocket. Come back again for locks. That one sounded horrible. Natural. That one sounded natural one horrible.
Penelope just looks so weird. Okay.
Okay.
Where's a windmill? I don't think I've ever seen a windmill.
Let us find the map.
It's in the Sound District.
I'll say if you don't know where it is, you can always ask around. There's probably a friendly NPC that'll direct you in the way, or send you in the complete wrong direction if you roll a natural one.
She did say Southward, and it's a windmill, so I imagine we can go there and then see it. They're generally pretty
We've been in this town for a while.
Yeah.
We
I've
would
never
know
been.
this. And
Right.
I have a feature called Wanderer that allows me to have an excellent memory for maps, geography, and I can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements.
Oh yeah, if Granite all the locations that you've been walking to, if you ever have to go back there, no problem. You were there immediately.
He's a Skyrim map as he
Yeah,
comes
he-
across places, they just pop up in
If
his
you
mental
if you
map.
haven't been there, you'll have a pretty good knack of knowing where it is, but you may have to ask somebody if you've never been there. Like, hey, what direction is this?
Where's
They'll
the
probably
Southward?
say the south. So, whoever wants to lead the charge can go ahead and make a roll.
Nephrax,
Would I
you
have an
lead.
idea since I had to like look for them and ask people around the city?
Huh?
Remember when like during the one shot I had to like ask people around, ask people
Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah.
like where these guys are on LB. So like, did I go around the South District while I was talking to everyone?
You were in the dock ward.
Because I was doing it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you were
Dock ward. Okay.
you were all dock ward in that time frame, going around trying to find somebody who knew something. You were hitting all the bars and major taverns in that area.
Okay.
So, granted, I'm assuming you're going to lead the charge.
Sure.
Okay.
No, 23.
Yeah, it doesn't take you long. You find it pretty quick.
He just fast travels.
He
It's
walks
like,
up
"Hold
to
on
a
one
cart,
second."
talks to the guy, and
Swump. Swump. You get to the south ward and you see a rundown windmill in the distance, and you assume that this is probably the place that was discussed.
Let's go.
What time of day is it?
At this point in time, y'all went to the crypt early in the morning. This is probably getting to midday. 1 o'clock, more or less.
I grab a meat kebab.
You bite kebab.
I buy kebab.
You
Most
bake kebab.
good.
You bake kebab.
You bite kebab. You bite kebab.
What meat is this?
Yeah, starts chasing you.
what?
There's an old joke, old joke for that one.
Doesn't
Okay.
get it.
TJ doesn't get it, but Curtis knows what I'm referring to.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you make it to the windmill in the southern ward. Okay. What do you like to do?
I kick in the door.
All right, Penelope walks up and busts down the front door on the lower section
11-year-old
of the
girl.
windmill. The door that's there caves and breaks away.
Rah! I think he's upstairs.
Wait, the front door to the windmill caves and breaks away?
From a 9-year-old girl punching
11. I am 11
it. 11.
and somewhat strong.
That is amazing.
Didn't look like there was anything really holding the door much there.
Well done, Les.
I think we should go upstairs.
But wait, I thought this was... Oh, the lock's
Is-
upstairs. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll follow her
been-
upstairs.
She's been hanging out with Granite too long. He's kicking in doors and growling.
Y'all are going to bust into the window. Where's my map?
I figured we'd get a
And the 2
surprise
grants would be
round.
unbearable.
I would be surprised if a little girl kicked in my door.
All right. So, as
Gross.
you walk in, the front door is seeing that now there's a busted down, broken door on the ground. As you walk in the front door, to your left, there's a curved set of stone stairs that climbs upwards, and the stairs are covered in bird droppings, broken roof shingles, mud, and mold.
Does it look like he's been in here in a while?
Oh yeah, I mean there's traffic there. In fact, you hear when Penelope roll a perception check right quick.
Oh, that's real good. That's really, really good. So good, in fact, it is a 9.
You hear some scrambling coming in from some of the doors, or from one of the doors that's across the way.
Are there a bunch of doors in this, like apartment complex?
It's a very large windmill.
Oh, okay.
So there's a number of you hear some scrambling about in some of the doors.
Shit. I'm gonna make sure Crackers is outside flying around. See if anybody runs away. If anybody runs away from the building, I want him to ping me.
Okay.
I think kicking in the door was a mistake. I'm sorry. Hey, to lead the charge.
I guess Grim with the key is going to go up to, I guess, whichever door looks most heavily fortified with a lock on it and attempt the key.
I'll follow right
There's
behind Grim just in case.
You're not seeing. There's no locks on these doors. They're all just general doors. So nothing seems fortified. You just want to go over and open a door.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's
you
see what's
open-
behind door number 1, please.
You open up a door and you see a family of 3 cowering in the corner. They look very, very disheveled. Mud on their face, ratted clothes. They're all huddling in a corner together. It's a man, a woman, and their daughter. And they seem to be terrified as they heard the door being
I'll
smashed.
ask for something else.
I flick a gold coin into them and then shut the door.
Scrabble and grab the coin and hold it. Chest.
Before he
I'm
shuts
going
the
to
door-
go over
And
to
tell them to stay inside.
Okay, so hold on. Penelope was going to do something in Nephmarax. So, Nephmarax, what were you doing?
Penelope. I'm doing it after the door. Penelope said before the door closes.
yeah.
So
Okay. Okay, before the door, Penelope.
I'm just gonna poke my head in and be like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Do you know who Vulcan or Elaster is?
Roll a charisma check.
I'm good at those.
With advantage because of the gold coin?
Just straight charisma.
Straight charisma check.
Aw.
I tried.
16.
If you did 5 gold.
16.
Yeah.
They look at you, and the little girl goes, "They're upstairs.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye."
Oh, I thought we were upstairs. Okay.
Nope.
First floor.
You haven't gone upstairs yet. I said when you walk in, there's stone stairway to your left that leads up, and then doors in front of you and to your right. I didn't say right,
Well,
but there's
shoot.
multiple doors. You were like, to the
I
one
go
with the lock.
upstairs.
Okay. So what were you doing, Nephmarax, now that the door closes?
when the door closes, I wanted to grab Grim and look at him in the face and be like, "Dude, what the hell do you think you're doing? We have a key. Look for a door that has a lock." Jesus Christ, man. Just opening every random door isn't going to help.
It will if there's people hiding behind it to ambush us.
Grim is this Gestapo.
Ambush the ambushers.
I look
Think it outside the box.
I look annoyed as fuck.
Okay.
I think they're upstairs. Like, what's her name?
Again,
told
I
us.
thought we had gone up the stairs, and so that's why I was like, all right, I'll find the door.
All right. So, is everybody going upstairs?
Yeah.
All right. I need marching orders.
I'm not in the
I'm gonna stay
front.
right behind anyone who's the person who's bleeding.
Who's leading the
There you go.
charge?
I'll go up front because I got
Well,
the
I
key.
say I assume Grim went first because he marched upstairs. So
And I'm right behind him.
Okay. So,
I'm also going to change my appearance again to a portly human.
I'll be third in the chain there.
I'm in the back.
all right. So y'all begin your make your way up the stairs, and you come to a door that is locked in the stairwell.
Gee, imagine that.
I used the key.
Okay.
I'm at the bottom. Like, I don't want to be on the stairs at all.
You go and you stick the key in the door,
It
and
explodes.
you hear a and it unlocks. You begin to hear who has above a 13 in passive perception.
I have a 13.
You have 13.
I also have a third.
13?
Yeah, me.
13. Okay. Everybody who's 13 above in passive perception, you hear what the sounds of like a window opening going.
I will immediately turn and tell those in the back and Granite to run downstairs to go outside. They're going out the window.
Hearing that, I want to go into Cracker's view and I want to fly Crackers into the window and just be like, "Caw!" Fucking push it back.
Yes.
Okay.
I know owls don't go caw. I can think of a
Caw.
owl noise.
Who do you think you are?
Sound.
All right. So here's the sequence of events that just happens. Grim turns and says they're going out the window. Go get them. Penelope jumps into Cracker's mode, which now is blocking the stairwell with her body.
I'm a little kid that can push past me.
They're gonna have to push you into the wall to get past you. So she goes into Cracker's mode. Who's running? Is anybody running outside? Nephmorax is gonna run outside.
I'll wait for Nephromax to make his move, and then I'll make mine.
I'll
Granted-
say this: when I get to Penelope, I literally just shove her out of the way.
Okay, so Nephmorax, Granite, y'all run down the stairs. Penelope, you are in Crackers. You get shoved into a wall really hard. Roll a strength check, Nephmorax.
She definitely feels that.
Roll a strength check, Nephrax.
I'm gonna laugh if you
Oh,
get pushed
God.
over.
Natural
Have a
20.
dexterity check.
What the hell was that, Matt?
Okay,
Yep.
13.
Penelope, Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at these. Real good, actually.
Got to be 13.
I don't. I got a 7.
Nephmorax slams you into the wall and it breaks your connection with Crackers momentarily.
Ah!
And you see Nephmorax just like push with his hand, smashing you into the wall, and they're beginning like run down the stairwell. You don't know why because you couldn't hear at that time of what's going on. Oh wait, no.
Yeah,
yeah,
oh.
you would. Never mind.
She just glares at him and goes back into Cracker's mode.
You go back into Crackers. The window. There's a man you saw before while you were flying with Crackers. You saw a man begin to lean out, and then you dropped, and then you reconnected, and then there's a man with like there's a like a line of rope being fed out of a window right now.
I'm all up in his
At
shit.
whatever point Yeah, at whatever point would be appropriate for Grim to go inside the room, he would be removing the key from the lock and going into the room to try and keep him from running out the window.
Okay, so you bust into the room. Everybody else is running around the outside.
No, I'm with Grim still.
A dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, y'all can get over there.
Ooh, is there a map?
There is a map.
Yeah, but we're not necessarily needing it at the moment. I'm using it just for my benefit.
Okay. Understood.
You bust in. Korith, you're right behind Grim, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And Penelope, you're staying down at the landing on the stairs in Crackers mode.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you bust in and you, Grim, you see a guy who's kind of half hanging out of a window, feeding rope down, and then there's another guy that's waiting next to the window near him. And he turns back and looks at you and he goes, "Ah!"
And then he's hit with
I'm going to yell, Korith, get this guy, and I'll point to the guy standing there waiting, and I will go for the guy at the window.
Right. And then since we're doing initiative, not yet.
Okay,
For that.
y'all are going to attack him?
Non-lethally, it's more like try to apprehend.
Yeah, we're just stopping them and grabbing them.
Roll initiative.
Grapple, I guess, then, huh?
Yeah.
We're going to jump into initiative now then.
We
Yeah.
never start with words.
Little
That's what I'm
guys.
saying. I was like, y'all didn't
Come on,
say
little guys.
anything.
you could have
like,
just knocked on the door, but you're just like, fuck it, I'm going in.
I was just thinking that. I was about to say,
Why the
don't
hell?
go out the window. Just stop. We're not here to hurt you.
Also,
Why
didn't
the hell
help-
would we do anything like that? We've done nothing like that this entire campaign.
I was trying all day today. I was like, just talk to people.
I know you did. You
except for when a little girl
then you
put
kick
her
in a
boot
door.
through a front door.
That was just, that was a joke. But I decided to just keep it.
When you say stuff like that, I'm going to hold you to
I
it.
know. I thought it was funny.
It's great for me.
And it was.
Ooh.
All right.
it was funny. She's down there running around acting like Granite.
Let's see. So this one is. All right. I need my peoples. All right. Oh, great. Yeah, sure. Oh, awesome. Yeah, this is fair. All right. All right, here we go. I gotta kill this. I hear a water faucet suddenly turn
What-
on. All right, so Givens and gone. Hear a guy shouting from downstairs, "Be quiet."
I heard nothing.
15 and 4. All right, 25, 20.
23. Yeah, natural 20.
Oh.
Woo!
Nice.
Cracker time. All right.
Opportune moment
2015.
for crackers. Oh boy.
16.
16 for Granite. 15, 10.
12.
13. Hey.
Nephrax.
0.
Oh my god.
You don't get to go at all.
Let me guess, you rolled a 2?
Literally has no initiative.
I love
No,
it.
I do have an initiative modifier.
It's just negative.
Negative.
It's -2.
Yay!
Amazing.
Stan's non-dexterous ring of proficiency. It punishes and gives. All right, here's Penelope. You're the first to act.
Cool. I'm just fucking with the window, just bird all up in the window.
Your giant
this
owl,
big ass owl
crackers
just in the window.
"Ah, ah, ah." The guy's like, "Ah, ah." So are you attacking the guy?
No, owls can't attack.
Okay.
It's just a stalling method.
He can help though and give
Yeah,
advantage
I
on.
will help. I will help whoever does shit to the dude in the window.
Okay, Granite, you're next. You are down at the base
I'm
of
gonna
the window.
assume
You're
we're
watching.
at the
Yeah, you're watching an owl harass the guy in the window. Oh, I screwed. Hold on.
I'm gonna
One.
hold an action.
All right, hold on 1 second. I may have screwed something up here. Okay, Granite was the next. Okay, no, well, I lost Grim. Grim, you were 12?
Yes.
Everybody is Kibbins at the moment. And I was like, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm dirty.
All right, now it's the guy who's.
I'm Volkar Gibbons.
All right, so now it's the guy that is in the window. He is being harassed by the owl, so he is going to take a swing at the owl.
Don't swing at the owl.
It's
This is
blocking
not
his
good.
path.
This is gonna be detrimental to Penelope.
All right, so that is. Average. Okay. So that's a 14 to hit,
You hit him.
and it is.
Oh no!
Damage.
It
Oh
doesn't
no!
matter how much damage he does.
That is 2 points of damage.
No.
Killed him.
He's
He
only
takes
got
the
1
shovel.
HP?
Yeah, he's only got
He
one
takes
HP.
the shovel. The guy takes a shovel, and in his frantic state of an owl harassing him at the window and keeping him, swings and smashes the owl, and you see the owl poof explode into nothing.
I feel bad. Also, I'm really excited for this.
And then, half surprised, he leans out the window and then sees you two down there. Wait, does he see you two? Yeah, he sees you two down there. Unless y'all are hiding.
Who are the
Oh,
two
no.
down there?
You.
Me and you.
Nephrax
Oh,
and
you
Granite.
came down with me. Okay.
Yeah, he sees you.
I'm not hiding.
Oh, poor Penelope.
Oh no, I'm standing there waiting on his stupid ass.
Right,
Arms
so he
crossed,
sees
like
y'all
hands
down
on his
there.
hips, tapping his foot.
He's gonna.
Why do you have a shovel?
I mean, he's kind of cornered.
What,
I don't know. Did you ask him why he had a shovel, or did y'all freaking attack him?
I didn't attack him. I was just keeping him from getting away.
He probably buried the person he killed.
Where'd you get a shovel from?
No, maybe you should have asked him for kicking in the doors and on everything.
He's totally not a farm or anything.
You'll see him. There's a door next to the window where he's at. He just goes and just like oh no, I'm sorry. I'm on a different view here.
There's a door next to the window that just
No,
leads
no, no,
outside.
no, no.
He just jumps out of the building.
Well, I mean, it's an option. I was looking at the ground floor. This is the top floor I need to look at. There is a door that's up there from where he's at. Y'all haven't moved. You just opened the door. So
Yeah,
he's
so we're standing in the doorway.
Yeah, so he's
Or I guess
gonna,
I would be like a block in.
Yeah, he's gonna move over and then kind of skirt around the wall, and he's gonna run into another room and close the door behind him, and he's gonna leave the other guy.
Was this the guy in front of the window?
Yeah, he's given up on the window and running around after seeing y'all there. Technically. There we go. Okay, so he's running into another room. Okay, so he ran into another room and closed the door. That's his go. Korath. You see one guy in the room near the window freaking out, and then you watch the other guy run into another room and close the door.
I'll try to grapple the other guy.
The guy
That's
that's
my
in the
window.
room. Okay, so you run up to him and give me a strength check.
With pleasure. That's the one thing I'm good at. Not bad. 18.
Yep, you grab him.
Can I also be like kind of push him to the walls and go like Volhar, where does he live? And try to intimidate him into answering me.
Okay, so you grab him, you push him into the wall, and you say what?
Volhar, where does he live?
You mean Volkar?
Yeah.
Volkar, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
My own writing.
H's look like K's.
Yeah.
He he smashed up against the wall and his face is kind of pushed in, and he's like, he's in the under room, he just ran by. What the hell are you doing?
I'm gonna I was like pushing his back against the wall, not his face.
But I like that voice.
Your forearm.
So,
Okay, your forearm's cutting his throat off, and push it. Get out of the room.
Okay, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Okay, I'll
He told
release
you
him
where he
pressure a bit.
was.
What was that?
He told you where he was.
He just ran into the next room.
Yes, he just said he ran into the next room. He said, "What the hell are you doing?"
Oh,
I want to
that
clarify.
doesn't
it for
concern you. And then,
you.
and then I'm
DM's
gonna
fun.
He's the other one that we're looking.
now go
for.
back to your room, and I'll let him. I'll release him.
No,
Oh boy! So
What?
you release
What?
him?
Why?
You'll have
He's
to
the-
release.
Why?
You'll have to.
Oh,
Hold
God.
on.
Nope, she did it.
She has to release him on her next turn. She
Never
can't
mind.
let
I'll
him
do it
go.
next. Never mind.
You have to release him on your next turn, but
Yeah.
that's your next turn. Okay, so
Just above the table, he's the other one. I'm assuming.
yes.
There's two of
Yeah,
them.
he's Erlaster
Yes.
gone.
All right, Grim, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to go to that door and go through it.
Okay. Yeah. Simple enough. You open the door. It wasn't locked, and then you step inside, and he's just cowering on the ground next to the door. He goes, no.
I'm going to kneel down in front of him and say, Volkar, I presume.
Yes.
I don't want to hurt you. I have no intention of hurting you. We heard that you were running and we didn't want you to get away. I'm sorry for scaring you.
All right, and that'll be your turn for action, bonus action, and movement. He'll respond. He goes, I'm not going anywhere. And next turn is gone. So he is being held by Korath. He will break free of you. And he's going to try and run downstairs.
Oh, please.
So he runs down the stairs, runs right past Penelope.
Who looks stunned at the moment. Very confused.
Poor girl.
Yeah, you just got ejected
That
out
sounds
of...
like at least one attack of opportunity.
It's attack of opportunity if one...
Oh, yeah, when I get one.
That would be Korth. I got one.
No, he broke free from Korth.
Yeah.
I'd still get one for running away.
But then
from
went
me,
out of my
right?
rage, didn't he? Didn't he? Yeah.
Okay, attack him. You want to take your attack of opportunity?
Can I
Go
actually
ahead.
like grapple him again? As a I don't think I can do this, but can I grapple his reaction?
I don't know if you can do that.
I don't think you can. I think it's either attack of opportunity or
think
not.
so.
Because that's an action, not an attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I try to use my legs to sweep under him and make him fall? Basically trip him.
Sweep the leg.
Yeah.
Well, you
Non
have that
lethal.
ability when you
Let's
attack. You can
see.
extend a thingy,
Yeah,
so you'd be able to attack.
Yeah,
him.
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
true.
you can knock him
That's
for
true. I
your
can
Superiority die.
do superior
yeah,
die.
so
All
you
right.
can that attack.
I just want to use my sword. I just want to use my leg, I guess.
Okay,
Your tail. Wait, do you have a tail?
No.
all right.
She does not have a tail.
Roll your attack on him.
This would be without proficiency. 13.
13s will hit. Roll damage.
Nice.
Sweet. Okay. Be a D4, I assume, because it'd be unarmed.
Plus your strength
And
modifier.
superiority die, I guess. 5.
5. You knock him unconscious, and he begins to fall down the
Jesus
stairs.
Christ.
Okay.
You see, Penelope, you see a body roll downstairs and stop at your feet. Unconscious. Bleeding out now.
Wow, okay. Do I still
that's-
move it? Oh, wait, no, that was a reaction. Never mind.
All right, so
Yeah.
that's him. Nephmarax, it's your turn.
Well, there's nobody in the window anymore, right?
Right.
In that case, I guess I'll.
Double dash.
I
will
wouldn't
get
have
you back
known
inside.
anything that happened.
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
when you
for
can see
the,
the guy
tumbling?
go back in. If you want to double dash, it'll get you back inside. Or if
There's
you
a-
want to
there's
dash,
a rope there you can climb up.
yeah, that's true. There is a rope that's still there that you can climb up.
Yeah,
Or if
roll
you,
for strength.
if you run, if you run and dash, you can get back inside the windmill.
Climb the rope. Climb the rope.
Am I directly underneath the window?
Yeah.
I'll remain here.
Okay. Never
I'll
mind.
hold. I'll hold my. I'll hold my action, which is casting a spell.
Okay. What spell are you gonna cast?
Oh, do I have to specify the spell now?
Tell me. Yeah. Tell me what spell you're gonna cast.
I'm gonna. Frick. I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna hold person.
Perfect. Okay.
Ooh.
You begin to hold person. Okay. Top of the round, Penelope. Crackers. You were within Cracker's body, and then suddenly you saw a shovel swing at Cracker's head, and then you were immediately ejected back into your body.
She doesn't really know how to process that. It's just no.
There's also a person bleeding out in front of you too.
She looks down at him like, "Did you hit my bird?"
There is no response from the guy. I'll give you that free action right there for conversation.
Let's see. How's my? I don't care about that guy. I'm gonna step over him and walk upstairs and be like, "What happened to Crackers?"
Penelope goes upstairs and asks, "What happened to Crackers?" Is that your turn?
Yeah, because I don't see anybody else up here.
Okay. Well, there's Chorus that's up there.
Yeah, I mean, Korth. Where's
Yeah.
my bird?
Okay. So yeah, you could use your bonus action to ask Korth where your bird is. Korth, you can respond.
Okay. It vanished, Penelope. I'm sorry.
What do you mean vanished?
We can talk about this later. And then I'm just kind of well, when my turn comes, I'll get to that.
All right. So action was to continue the conversation. Okay. Penelope, Granite, your turn.
Okay, so we're outside the window waiting to see what happens. So I guess I'll just keep my eye. I'll move where I can see the front.
I would have looked out the window and then looked back in. So I imagine he would have saw Penelope. Been like, what?
Yeah. Okay, Granite, what were you doing? I'm sorry.
I'm waiting for something to happen to where I can be any kind of use to what's going on. So I'm just standing next to Nephromax, and I'm watching towards the front door
You want to go
to see if anybody comes out.
Okay, so you're gonna watch. You're gonna kind of.
I'm not going up the rope.
Okay, so you're gonna stay where you're at, but you're gonna kind of watch at an angle to see if you see anybody running at a distance. 'Cause you're
I'll
not
tell you
really
what,
gonna go
I'll
anywhere.
move closer towards the front door since he's right there at the window. I want
Okay.
to kind of just put myself between the window and the door.
Okay, so you move yourself to where you get a good vantage point of the front door and the window, and you're just gonna wait.
Yeah.
Okay. It's Granite's turn. Now it's the guy that's upstairs. He's given up. He's talking to you, Grim. He's like, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. I surrender. Please don't hurt me. Oh God, please don't hurt me. That's all he does.
Okay.
I'm going to go through this list one more time, and if we're not doing anything, I'm going to drop initiative. So, Korith.
Right, I just like watch him fall the stairs. I'm like, oh shit!
Yeah, you
And then
saw
I
him tumble
go up to see
downstairs.
if he's all right.
All right, you run downstairs to see him. He's bleeding out. So you want to try and stabilize him?
Okay.
Do a medicine check.
I'll try, and then I'll let everyone else. Guys, Glasser's bleeding out, and then and also it's like, yeah, I'll focus on trying to medicine check him. I
Okay.
guess.
So you run
'cause
downstairs, you check him.
Not gonna work out.
You shout back up, hey, this guy's bleeding out, and then you begin to try to help him out. So go ahead
Yeah.
and roll a medicine check.
Yep, that's gonna go great. Actually, not too bad. 15.
Oh yeah, you stabilize him. He's not dying anymore.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay.
And then do I have anything left, like conversation wise or anything?
You can use your bonus action to shout something if you want.
I'm gonna just tell Penelope. I don't know much about magic, but I remember Grinda said something about bringing the familiar back. Crackers isn't gone.
So Penelope, Cord shouts that up the stairwell towards you. Okay, Grim.
I'm going to. You said he's just sitting on the floor.
He's in the fetal position. He's like, "Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me!" He's given up. He isn't trying to attack.
Okay. Grim is just going to continue to kneel down next to him and attempt to coerce him into calming down, just saying, we're not going to hurt you. We don't want to hurt you. Like I said, you were running. We didn't want you to run. We just want to ask you some questions.
Okay. Gon isn't going to do anything. Nephrax, is there anything that you wanted to do? You know, at this point, your whole person's about to fail.
I just want to re-verify that's going to cast that spell regardless, right?
I mean,
Like it's going to
it'll
use the
fail.
spell slot.
It'll use a spell slot and it'll just fail.
Okay. I'll go ahead and just
You
lose the
cast
spell
it at,
slot.
like, I was like, you cast it at Granite for fun.
I'm sure he was.
No,
Okay, so it fails.
no, I
We're gonna-
won't do that.
Okay, we're gonna drop out of initiative now, and go back. We're gonna go back in conversation mode here. So, you see the man that you chased into the room. He looks at you, Grim, and he goes, "Y'all busted into my home. What the hell do y'all want? Get out of here! Leave me alone! Oh my God, what the fuck?" He just like rattles off like nonstop, being freaked out.
Oh, God. Yeah, sorry about the door downstairs. That was not the intention. We have a little firecracker of a little girl with us who just was all gung-ho.
You have no idea.
But I would have knocked if I didn't hear you trying to escape out the window, and I'm sorry, and we're normally not this mean. And look, we don't want to hurt you. We just want to ask you some questions because we found your key.
He's just like, "Oh my God!" And he stops. And he goes, "You found my? Oh God, that's where it was." He's like, "Look, I was just doing a job. All right, I got hired to do a job. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm just a guy that
Right.
gets hired to do the thing. Why the hell are y'all in my house?
What were you hired to do?
I was hired to go into the mausoleum and find a thing. They didn't tell me
And
what.
did you find the thing you were looking for?
Yeah, I didn't know what it is. It was just a thing, a big round or oval shaped rock. I gave it to a guy who hired us. We came back. We made
What
a little
guy?
bit of coin. I don't know, some halfling. I think his name was
Halfling?
Losser. Yeah, some halfling. I think his name was Losser. Losser Merkloff.
Losser?
Yeah, Losser.
Loser.
That's-
All right, Volkar, do you know what he wanted with this oval, round, stone, rock thing?
The hell? I don't know anything. I'm guessing maybe. Hold on. And he goes, where's Gone? He
And
goes,
like at that moment, I'm dragging him into the room that I saw Grim go in.
he's like, where's Erlaster? And then you see him drag his his unconscious, was bleeding but no longer bleeding body, and he's like, "Ah!" He starts freaking out. He's like, murderers!
Calm down, mate. He's fine.
Murderers!
He's not dead, and if you don't stop yelling, I'm going to slap you.
And I can do worse.
He's like, I am telling the City Watch you've broken into my house.
All right, you tell the City Watch that we broke into your house, and we'll tell the City Watch that you broke into and grave robbed a mausoleum of a very well-respected family of the city.
What the hell are you talking about? She's not. She lives dockside. You think the City Watch cares about anybody on the dockside? What's wrong with you?
I imagine the City Watch cares about anyone who's wealthy enough to afford a mausoleum.
Fine, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway.
Listen, mate. That stone you took, it was. Wait, I don't know that. Never mind. Never mind. Scratch that.
You were almost. I was about to
Damn
say.
it.
Ooh, I was like, ooh, intimidation check.
But yeah, I was gonna try. I was gonna go for that. Listen. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Listen, mate. If you know what's good for you, you'll keep quiet about this.
Roll an intimidation check. I'm all about that.
Yeah. Finally. All right.
With advantage because I'm helping her?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you
Yes,
advantage
thank
on that.
God, you're just like Laura.
Look, man, I'm sitting
is
here
good.
yelling at him.
Is this
too,
my
like,
terrain? Windmills?
Ooh,
I love
okay.
windmill.
Thank you, Cody, because the first one was like a 5, but this one is a 24.
Look, us low rollers got to stick together.
Yeah.
He's like, he goes, look, all right, easy. Fine. You don't say nothing, City Watch. I won't say nothing, City Watch. I'll tell you what I know. You're going to have to wake up Gone, because he knows the other stuff. And then you just leave me alone and give me my key back. Okay? We got a deal?
Sounds
We can
great.
do that.
All right.
And I'm gonna try to like just shake, like gently shake the other one awake.
Okay. He goes, well, that dude's out. He's like 0 hit points. You only stabilize.
Yeah, he needs a little pick me up.
He either needs some sort of magical healing or potion, or it's going to take about a short rest, which would be an hour for him to gain 1 hit point. That'll be y'all's decision to what to do. He begins to tell you what he knows. He goes, look, Losser Merklov hired us, and he got two human apprentices, okay? Retchin and Kreela, all right?
Jesus Christ.
They live in a cellar complex that's under the trades ward. There's the way to get in there. I've walked in there with them. It's weird, but you can get into their little place by going through Retchin's powdered wig shop. The shop's called Dandy Mops, okay? And he goes,
Dandy mops. That's awesome.
and he goes, also, while we're in the museum, Losser killed the rat and took the stone, all right? That the rat was carrying. The rat disappeared, much like the bird here a second ago. And then, and Losser thinks that stone's magical, all right? That's all I know. Now, Gon may know something else.
All right.
Yeah.
So do we want to wait an hour or just
Could it be-
cast a spell on him?
I was thinking of just casting a spell, like calling Penelope over.
Penelope, they holler at you to come over.
She's not doing great. Breathing real hard. She's gonna walk in the room and see him and recognize him. She's gonna say in a very strained voice, Did you kill Crackers?
He looks at you, his eyes kind of like narrow, and he's kind of confused, and he goes, "What's a crackers?
My bird.
You mean that damn
Penelope.
owl that was harassing me at the window?
Yes.
I swung my shovel at it, and it disappeared."
My real deep.
Penelope,
He went
Cracker's
under.
not dead.
I rolled high enough.
I'm getting prepared to hold her back.
Just gonna take a deep breath.
I'm gonna put.
I'm not gonna.
Cora's gonna put her hand on her shoulder and say,
Don't touch me.
The entire
"Crackers is
time,
not dead."
Korath has been trying to calm you down, but Penelope is just like having none of it. She is just all focused on this guy. She is completely ignoring you. And then when you touch her shoulder, she turns back to you with a very deadpan and angry, "Don't touch me."
How big is the room that I'm in with Volcar?
It looks like it's 20 by 15.
I'm going to ensure that my body is between Penelope and Volcar.
Okay.
Is Granite with us?
No, they're both outside.
Granted-
No, Granite's outside.
Nobody's
We're
told
just standing out
Granite.
there waiting.
Granite and Nephromax are both waiting for a sign that everything's okay. Nobody's let them know, so they're still waiting. It's up to them on how long they want to wait out there and come in. But at this point in time, they have not made their way in. I will give an opportunity to make them weigh in now if they want to, having waited, or they can still wait outside.
Well, how much time has passed?
Probably a couple minutes.
Because
Yeah,
second
at this-
intervals.
at this
so how much
point when
time
we-
has passed?
At this point, falling out, it's been about 2 minutes, and you haven't seen or heard anything.
That's a
Okay, so
huge
I
I
would've
know
moved
Grim is gonna
towards-
be.
I would have moved towards the door at that amount of time. Nothing going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, knowing that Grim's gonna be able to protect the guy from Penelope, I'm gonna find Granite and tell him that Crackers got dissipated, and because I feel like I know that Granite and Penelope are close,
Okay,
so I'm hoping that he'll get through her.
now that Korath has left the room, Penelope, it's just you and Grim in there. Grim is making sure he positions himself between you and the guy. Korath runs downstairs to holler at you two outside to come inside that Penelope is not herself, more or less, at the moment. And because Crackers was smashed by a shovel and disappeared. And
Hey, bada.
so at this point, I'll let
That's
y'all
horrible.
decide if y'all want to run back upstairs or not. What you want to do, Granite? Nephromax.
I'll walk.
Nephromax walks back upstairs.
I'm with them.
All right, so y'all
If we
casually
don't see
walk.
anything going on, we're gonna try to go back inside. Yeah.
All right, so y'all casually walk back up here. Penelope, give you an opportunity if you want to do something here.
I'm gonna look at Grim and be like, "Did you find out everything you needed to know from him?"
I'll
Oh,
look at
fuck.
her, narrow my eyes, and say, "Not yet."
You should probably hurry.
What did Penelope say?
You should probably hurry.
And at this
I'll
point
just
in time,
slowly nod.
This point in time, Granite, Nephromax, Korath make it back upstairs.
I
Still
give
got
Grim
the
a
guy
look, like saying, "How's it going?" or "How is she?"
She's an 11-year-old girl who just lost her lifelong companion. I'll let you do the math.
Well, year long, not lifelong.
She didn't lose him though. Grinda lost to
She
her rat,
doesn't
but
really know
was
how
able to summon him back.
familiar works.
But
Yeah, that's
Penelope
why I
has-
keep explaining to her because
It doesn't help.
She's also 11 and very irrational right now.
Your words every time you tell to Penelope are lost, more or less. She is not. She doesn't seem to accept.
Hang on, Tick. barely. I'm just gonna pull my potion of healing out and drop it on the ground and walk out.
Okay.
Aw.
Potion of healing falls on the ground, and Penelope walks out of the room.
She's not wasting a spell slot on me.
I was totally hoping that you'd toast the guy.
If I'd have rolled a 75, I would have.
What was your
I'm
breakdown?
so glad I walked up
25%.
there for that.
25% chance of not killing him killing him?
Of killing him.
Oh.
I rolled a 74.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Love it.
Wow, that was close.
I love it. So exciting.
Oh my
Jeez.
God, that was close.
Okay, so Penelope just kind of pushes by everybody and begins walking downstairs. There's a potion of healing on the floor if you want to.
Oh, I need to take that out of my inventory.
You want to use it on
Yeah,
the other guy?
I'll tell someone to just administer the potion to him.
Okay. All right. Potion's administered. The guy starts to come around. He goes. He wakes up and he goes. He starts to freak out for a second. You calm him down. Expediency time. I'm going to do that. You calm him down and you're like, look. Explain the situation. He tells you. He goes, that crazy ass necromancer. After he's got his bearings, he goes, has been stealing bones from the city of dead. He's trying to create an army of animated skeletons. I don't know why.
Is this about?
Imagine they're
what's his
talking about
face?
Dr.
Dr.
Zilok.
Vaz?
Losser.
Do you,
This is about Losser Merklov.
God, there's 2 necromancers in the city.
Ooh, okay.
wait, Losser's a necromancer?
He goes, yes. He's some sort of powerful necromantic spell, and this is Gon talking. He's some sort of crazy ass powerful necromancer. He's trying to raise an undead army, but we don't know why. He never told me why. And then Volkar's like, oh yeah, I remember him saying something about that. I completely forgot.
Do you know what he needed that artifact for from the mausoleum, and why he didn't take the other bones in the sarcophagi?
No telling. No telling. He just thinks that rock is magical, and maybe it could do something for him. We don't know.
Would you happen to know if Losser has any ties with the Xanthar Guild?
Don't think so. Don't know really for sure. Who's the Xanthar Guild?
Insight check?
Go ahead and roll.
Oh, if he's asking who's the Xanthar Guild is,
Yeah.
I'm definitely insight checking
Yeah.
him.
Go ahead.
That is a 20.
He has no idea. He has no idea what. He's just being honest. Straight up.
I'm going to look at him like aghast. Like, how do you not know who the Xanthar Guild is?
Man, I'm just a petty hand. All I do is sometimes I'll go out and people pay me to dig ditches. Other times people pay me a little extra money, and he like holds his little coin purse and shakes it, and he's like, sometimes they pay me a little bit more to do some dirty work. I'm just trying to make a living.
All right. Would you happen to know anything about what are they called? Duragar.
No, I don't know any Durgar. Your insight still holds over. He's telling the truth.
Okay. So you don't know why there were Duragar waiting at the mausoleum after you
no.
guys left?
They were there after we left?
I assume they were there the whole time.
Jesus! Hope we don't get killed. The damn necromancer's gonna get us in trouble.
You might want to pick your clients a little more carefully next time.
Well, how was I supposed to know? He just approached us to try and get a rock. That's all it was. We didn't know anything until
When and
he
where and
started
how?
going off and talk. When and where and how? What? We already told you this
When did he approach you? How did he approach you? And how did he approach
the
you?
other day. We were doing a job on the streets near the City of Dead. He was walking around.
And he just came up to you and said, "Hey, I got a job for you."
Yeah, we thought it was easy work. Then he brought us back to his creepy ass lair and then told us everything. We were like, "Well, the coin was good. We might as well. I mean, it's more coin than we'll ever make in
And-
a year."
Where's the lair? I know what the first guy said, but I want to see if Erlaster happens to corroborate the same story.
He corroborates the exact same location.
Okay. All right. Well, anyone else got any other questions?
If Penelope walked away, Granite would have went with her.
Okay.
So I'm not there.
Yeah, I would have like at least gone like outside of the room and by the door so I can information, but I'm mostly disowned at this point. And I'm just kind of like aggressing the scimitar that's slightly bigger.
Okay. So Granite follows Penelope. Gorth is standing outside. Nephrax, you're standing outside the room, I'm assuming, while Grim is handling the interrogations.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all kind of huddle outside. Yeah, that's all the information he gives. Granite, do you want to say anything to Penelope while y'all are walking away?
He's just gonna try to catch up with her and just try to keep tabs on her. I assume she's ignoring him, so he's not gonna try to do anything to garner any attention.
She doesn't even know you're there unless you're like
Yeah.
physically in front of her. She doesn't know you're there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep tabs.
All right. Well, then I'm going to look at Volkar and say, then we're still in agreement, correct?
He looks at you and goes, "We got the agreement. Just get the hell out of here."
All right. You stay here. I don't want that little girl coming after you.
He goes, "What?" And then he just like,
Just trust
Like,
me on this.
he's like, "I ain't going anywhere. We're here. Go, please, get out."
And I'm gonna turn around and pick up Erlaster off the ground.
Mhm.
And while I do, I'm gonna try and take his coin purse.
All right.
Hmm.
All right, try
I like
to steal
it.
his purse and then roll a sleight of hand check, and he is going to roll perception against you.
Come on, dexterity. You're a monk.
That's almost as best as I could ever roll. What'd you get?
Huh.
Shoot.
I got a 16.
He sees you going for his purse, and he just like slaps your hand. He's like, "No, I worked hard for this." I rolled a 19.
And I'm gonna look at him and say, "And you guys killed my friend's bird. I believe that requires a little bit of recompense."
Your bird attacked us. We
You
don't
tried
owe
to
you
run.
Shit.
You stole
out.
from us.
We don't owe you nothing. We didn't steal from you. The hell are you talking about? Get out.
Hmm.
We made a
All right.
deal.
I'll leave him.
All right.
And you better hold up that deal.
You walk out the door. You hear the door slam and relock.
I didn't give him his key.
Yeah, you did. You said you handed his key back to him.
Yeah, at the very beginning, yeah.
Did I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So you have a new direction now as a party, and a very, very scarred child.
Once she gets back under control, she'll be.
All right. Okay. Is there anything the party wants to do at this point in time? Are you all going to be heading for the next location? Do you need to make a pit stop?
It's so early.
What time
I'm
of
gonna
day
t-
is it?
Yeah.
We're almost
Early afternoon.
Yeah, it's like early afternoon. You still got plenty of time during the day.
Okay.
I would be down for taking a quick breather if we have a little bit.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
A short rest so you can get your spell back.
My singular spell? No, I have no spells right now.
Oh, I didn't know you used both spells.
Above the board. Yeah, from previous session.
Hmm.
But I mean, if you guys don't want to take a
I'm fine with
A
taking a
short
short
I think we
rest.
should. And you get my second win back from the last battle.
Yeah, yeah. You can take a short. You can take a short break, a short rest. Where are you taking your short rest? I mean, you're just outside of a windmill at the moment, and you have a very
So like a
Penelope
tavern
too.
nearby.
You can find a tavern. It shouldn't be too hard. But you have a very
Yeah, I'm gonna
angry
look for a
Penelope,
tavern.
so. All right.
We'll just get her some
Pen-
alcohol. She'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Penelope is still wandering off, and then Granite's. I mean, she's like good dip far, just like 150 feet away, and Granite's probably about 15 foot behind Penelope, just following her, and y'all are just like at the windmill. Penelope has just been storming off.
Well, I guess we better go after Penelope, huh?
Porthos nods and then follows Grim to find her.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow after Granite.
Okay. And that's where we will leave it for this episode, for this week.
Aww.
Nobody wanted to take on the Penelope conundrum this episode, so that bomb still gets.
I was
to go
actually
off.
getting there, but I think it's going to end up being weird. I'll talk to you in a minute. Go ahead.
Oh well, I mean, if Granite wanted to do something, I'm all for doing something today. Let me put it like that. So, is Granite wanting to do something today, or like right now, or do we want to push it and wait a couple weeks?
Yeah. Let's. Granite's going to try to get Penelope's attention, or try to get at least where she'll be within earshot of hearing him.
Okay, Granite, Penelope's short. She got short legs. You got long legs. You can catch up to her with a couple of strides, and you get up right near Penelope.
What happened, little one?
They killed Crackers.
I understand loss. I've lost quite a few people in my life, and we've lost too many in my time that I've been around. I've lost somebody that recently that I was close to. And how you deal with the loss is going to define who you are. Is there anything I can do to help?
I want to kill him.
How about taking some advice from somebody who's taken a lot of lives? It doesn't help. It's not the answer. I've been going through a lot recently, dealing with some of the poor decisions that I've been making. I don't want you to fall into the same path that I've been on. How did you come about Crackers to begin with?
One of the wizards at school taught me how to do it.
Maybe this is something that we can look into, and if he taught you to do it once, maybe he can show you how to do it again.
I know how to do it. It's just hard.
Okay. Well, if you need help, you let me know. But taking a life is not going to be the answer. Trust me. I've taken too many.
I was in him when they killed him. I felt it.
I have no idea what that's going to be like.
He will.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, I said he will.
Let's try to refrain from doing something we're going to regret.
Oh, we lost Cody.
Did we?
Yep.
Not me. I thought he was just sitting really still. Whoops.
Well, he comes back.
I'll get him back in when he comes back. Sorry. Not to break immersion. Continue.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Okay, he just told Penelope that taking a life, again, expressed that taking the life is not going to be an answer for the pain.
She doesn't really say anything. She's struggling with that for other reasons.
Sure.
You see her just shaking her head. I feel hatred. So much. Oh, hey, Daniel.
Yeah. Is he back? What?
TV's off.
Oh, crud.
1 second.
Sorry. I've got to fix that. I don't know. Every time I try to fix it, it just still doesn't fix. I thought you were like, oh, is Cody back? All right. Did you say something? Anybody say anything?
I was waiting for him to. He said he felt hatred, and then he pointed at the TV.
Oh yeah. it whenever I get angry, it's really hard to hold it back.
Little one I can tell you all about. Anger, hatred, and rage. Would you like to take it out on me?
No. I don't want to hurt my friends.
Well, between the two of us, I think we need to learn to channel that anger.
Channel it right through his skull.
It's not what I meant.
I'll be okay.
That's the best that Granite can console because he's not good at this at all.
Awesome.
But he relates to the anger, the rage. He can relate to what she's feeling.
All right. So, as Granite and Penelope continue to stroll on side by side, far ahead of the party, Penelope kind of maybe leaning into Granite a little bit at the loss of her friend Crackers, the anger that she felt, and the rest of the party slowly catching up. They make their way to a tavern. One's easy to find. We'll call it the Broken Tooth Tavern near the
The
South
Limp
Ward.
Biscuit.
The Broken Tooth Tavern on the South Side Ward. It's run by a orc that has, oddly enough, a broken tusk. And everybody begins to sit down at a large table, and here's where you will take your short rest and
I'll
Where
pay
we will-
for the rounds, the food. I pay for everything.
Just point a note. Korth's staying by herself.
Okay, Korth separates herself from the group, as there will probably be more need for conversation on the next time of Attacking in Darkness. Thank everybody for joining us this week.